So as you guys saw at the start of that episode, we have done the other side of the castle, so now it looks absolutely epic once the chunks load in from each side. Look at how cool that looks. Now I want to show you one thing that I've done in the last couple streams. You can probably tell a lot from what's going on right here. Yep, I think it was 1 or 2 really long streams, and we did a bit of grinding and exploration. As you can see, we have got some decoration up and going for the chess system. This is the throne area, or throne room right here. Someone has taken my netherite blocks. Ignore the big beacon in the middle. I was doing a bit of mining, because if we come downstairs, I've moved my nether portal here, got some lodestones here as well, but I haven't done much decorating down here at all. I've done a little bit of decoration under here, but nothing on the roof and the ground. Sometime later this episode or next episode, I am planning on doing the next level, because as you can see, I've started digging out the perimeter of what we want to be doing for the next layer of our storage system. So I plan to do the next layer very soon. Another thing you've recognized, I do have some armor trims on. One of the streams we went exploring, and we were able to find a lot of armor trims, and as you can see here, a lot of pottery shards, as well as the cherry blossom biome. Yes, we went exploring, and we found all that stuff. We also used a brush, and we found some trailed ruins, whatever you call them, and yeah, we found quite a bit, including a sniffer egg. And these are all the other armor trims that we've got from the exploration and all the other stuff we did. But there is one that I like to get, and that one is called Silence. Once we find Silence, our armor is going to look so cool, but there is a problem. We need to explore thousands of blocks away in order to do that, but by using the nether roof, we should be able to get there in no time. So without further ado, let's get some gear. I don't think I've got any obsidian. Oh yeah, that's another thing that we got. We got a new music disc. Okay, I'm gonna stop. I don't want to get copyrighted. I'm gonna grab some obsidian, and I'm gonna grab a flint and steel, and we're gonna go on the nether roof, and we're going to go as far as we can, really, about 8,000, 10,000 blocks, because as you know, traveling over the nether roof will get us further in the matter of no time. So let's fly this direction. Let's just make sure my Elijah is on a good amount of health. Yes, it is, durability wise. Now we're going to fly as far up as we can, and then we're going to glide our way down as far as we can, hopefully get to coordinates. At the moment, I'm aiming for negative maybe 5,000 to 10,000. We'll just see where we end up. But anyways, I will be right back. Well, guys, we have arrived at our destination. Now let's head through and let's see what the world gives us. And here we are. While we're here, I'm going to grab out my ender chest, and we're going to go and grab out the brush, because you never know. We might come across any trail ruins or anything like that that we can, get some cool stuff from. So the best place to find an ancient city, I believe, is like a hilly terrain. So we're going to have to go exploring around and hopefully find a cave or some sort of ancient city nearby. Okay, we've arrived at our first ancient city, and now let's go through all the chests and hopefully not wake up the warden and die. While we're here also, I'm going to grab out basically my spare set of armor. What should I take? I'll take this, and I've got my spare elytron already, but the reason I'm going to be switching this out is in case I die, I don't want to lose this stuff right there. Now here's the hard part. Give me luck. I've already wakened him here. Four ancient cities later, gotten a lot of books. We've also got a lot of Swift Sneak 1, Swift Sneak 2 and Swift Sneak 3 books, as well as this loot right here. But we still don't have the Silence Armor Trim. So let's keep going. Oh, yes! 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 I got it! 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 I am getting out of here. All of this just get in the shulker box. Especially the Silence Armor Trim. Well, there's only one thing to do from here, guys. You guys know exactly what I'm about to do. Death Reset. I know I froze to death, but we're back. The travel home should be easy, because we have the ice paths on the nether roof. And here we go. All of the loot we were able to get from that very successful raid. Look at that. The Silence Armor Trim. I actually want to duplicate that. Or craft even more is what I want to do. So, what is the recipe for this? I want to figure it out. Oh, that's simple. And already, we've got 10 Silence Armor Trim, which we can now put on this very cool looking armor. Okay, now there's only one thing left to do. With the helmet, I might go with the Ward Armor Trim, as that looks pretty cool. Look at how cool we look. I am loving this armor trim look. Okay, that took a really long time to achieve, so I want to go with something a little bit more less stressful and not having to deal with a warden. And what I'm going to do next is work on a floor plan. Well, not really a floor plan, but floor design is probably a better way of saying it. I've dug out a massive chunk of this area so we can design some sort of pathway or some sort of floor design. Let's just see what we can come up with. Actually, I think I have come up with some floor plan designs on a testing world. Let's figure out which one suits best for this castle build. For the floor design, I need a lot of basalt. Oh no, I do have some. I thought I didn't have any. This might not be enough, but let's see what we can make with it. I might need to move all of these shulker boxes over a bit, because as you can see, half of them are hanging over the edge, and I'm going to need to use this area. Okay, let's see what we can come up with. Well, we are definitely getting somewhere. Well, there's our first pathway done. So far, this is looking really good. I know that it's kind of a different theme or texture to this redness here, but that's the whole point. This floor plan here is going to be a lot of blackstone. But everything else, these pathways are going to be basalt and blackstone. And as you can see, guys, we have got ourselves a really cool design for the pathways going through our base. Now, this is just the pathways that will be going through it. These empty areas out here is going to be full of a blackstone style design. Need to find some sort of light source as well to keep this place lit up. I'm happy with how it's turned out so far. The design isn't too complex. It keeps the theme of it looking evil and stuff, which is really good. Now, let's move on to these areas, the empty spots. So this here is kinda the design I want to go for the floor around the place. And yes, I know it's a bit like jumbled up and looks like a mess, but that's the whole point. It's meant to look eroded away, kind of like burnt away. It's got little bits of lava at the bottom to keep a light source around the castle, so that make sure it's still bright and mobs can't spawn. That's the same with this side here, as you can see. And now to do it a whole heap more. So far, it's looking really cool. And we've got all these other areas to do. But I want to come back to this floor plan because there's something else I want to do. See, we're running very low on emerald blocks, especially for these towers, which we've got 4 more to build, plus the top section. So we've got quite a bit that we need. Yes, I know, we've got ourselves a raid farm, but it isn't supplying us with enough emeralds. So we kind of need a bigger raid farm. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to quickly build a bigger raid farm. I'm not sure where to build it. Let's like try over this direction or something. We'll find like some sort of lake or ocean where we can actually build our raid farm. Now this is going to be something called a simple stacking raid farm. Link to it will be in the description if you want to build it yourself. It isn't too difficult to build. We've already got all the resources needed. We just need to build it. So let's do one quick little time lapse. Let's just show you what I've done. And here we are. What a machine this is. As you can see, I have already AFK'd this farm for several hours. You can already tell by the levels I am at right now. That's how long I've AFK'd it for. And look at how many emeralds we managed to get. Yeah, we got quite a few. You probably didn't see in the time-lapse, but I built this really fast sorting system which has shulker box loaders, and that's how we got all the emeralds in shulker boxes. But this thing here is a machine. Let me show you what it can do. If I get an auto clicker up and I swing here, the raids are gonna start coming down like insane. It takes about 5 minutes to get up, and I don't know why there's Vexes attacking me. There usually aren't any. Oh, he's dead anyways. Give this about 5 minutes to start up, and then you'll see how chaotic it can get. Yeah, this is only 2 minutes in, and we're getting this already. But you can tell how crazy this farm is getting. Yeah, this is what I mean by crazy. But that is how the farm works. It is insane. All we do to flush them all down is press this button, and look at them go. Like, look at all these items coming through. Now you guys understand why this farm is really OP. But you guys can see how I got all these emeralds. So I think our emerald problem is solved, as well as our XP. We've also got a whole heap of gunpowder, and all this useful stuff that we got from this machine. You know what me tell you will be very helpful? An autocrafter. I know, you're probably thinking, what is an autocrafter? Well, it's basically something where it just continuously throws items at you so you can actually craft thousands of things at a time. I'm going to do some research. I'm going to see if I can find one and do some building on it. And we'll probably build it like over this direction somewhere because I still got quite a few resources left. So maybe let's give it a go. Let's see what we can do. I've kind of just made a mess. I might come back to this. So now that we've kind of got our emeralds under control and we've got them all back, I think it's time we come back to the castle. We've done a lot of building this episode. There was a lot of ticking boxes off. And I know we still haven't finished the floor plan, but I'm going to come back to that because I want to get more important stuff done. And one of them involves moving farms. Because now that we've actually got our gunpowder back, we've had these rockets for ages now, and we haven't had much of an issue with them. But that and another sugarcane farm I've had in the industrial area are the two farms I've been running off with sugarcane. Now, they're both pretty small. This one's the smallest, the other one's like 3 times bigger. But we need to get even more sugarcane, and I think it's time that we move these inside our base. Now, yes, I know, I'm bringing them into my base. It isn't going to make them too much bigger, but it's going to make them produce a lot more because I spend more time at the Bowser Castle than the industrial area itself. What I'm going to do is I'm going to basically be turning these interiors into sugarcane farms. So let's see what we can come up with. Now, this floor design is coming together very well. Look at how cool that looks from the top. That looks insane. You know, I think I've done too much building this episode. As you can see, I spent a while decorating this place, but look at how cool this looks. I need to fix up some little glowstone bits that are sticking out from above, but each one of these boxes is a sugarcane farm, and as you can see, it's working perfectly. And even got a water elevator system. This takes you right up to the top floor, and if you want to go down, you just step in, and you land. Like, it's that simple. We've got ourselves a diamond chandelier. Yes, I know I'm going to be doing a lot of building with diamond blocks in this castle. I know it's painful. But, as you can see, got top floor. This is actually, I forgot, it's meant to come all the way up to here. So I'll just have to do that, because up here is the top layer, or one of the next layers in the Bowser Castle. As you can see, it's out here, and if we mine through this wall, yeah, we're quite a bit above ground. But yeah, I think we've done enough building for one episode. So, to finish off the episode, I'm going to start doing something that's probably going to take a couple episodes. So, if we come over here, I think we should have, yes, a bit of TNT. And we're going to be using that for a lot of TNT dupers. And you know exactly what I'm talking about here. I'm going to push myself to make a perimeter. Yes, these things are massive. They're going to take hours and hours to do, but the types of farms I want to build in there, it's going to help a lot. Now, I need to get all the materials. I need to know how to build this in. I'm not going to do a time lapse for me building this because it is a smaller build, as well as we've already done enough time lapses this episode. I apologize for the time lapses. But I don't know why I'm in such a grindy mood right now. But let's go get this thing started. I don't know where to start off. I'm going to have to look up some tutorials, but that's fine. You guys get to see the end result of what I'm about to do. You never know. This could take several hours. If I'm done by next episode could be starting us off talking about the perimeter. If not, then next episode could be more on the perimeter, ready for the following episode. We'll just figure out where this goes. I'm ranting on at this point. Let's just get started. This is going to be a long process. That's one way to clear out an area quickly. That should be all the flattening we need to do, because if it was any higher, then it would interfere with the TNT duper. I think it'll be smarter to bring more beacons over, because I don't know how much more mining I'm going to do, but I'm probably going to need more beacons than just one. But as you can see, we've got some lakes to uncover. Excuse me. We've got some lakes that we need to get rid of in between this area. Like that. So, oh, that's going to be a lot of sand. We might end this episode off now. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. In between episodes, I am going to do probably the most painful task that is out there at the moment. All this water here needs to go, and as you can see, I've already had a little bit of a start on it, and it is going to take forever, several hours. And so I'm going to do that in between episodes so you guys don't get bored. We were able to achieve quite a bit. As you can see, I brought all my sand and gravel for the water. But, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. There was a lot of building this episode. Next episode is going to be more work on the perimeter. And then whatever else we've got planned. I don't 100% know yet. But yeah, I'll catch you later. Bye.